Welcome back, guys.
Hey, guys.
We're doing one more. One more, and then we're retired.
This is another one of those games, by the way, like visual novels and shit that we've been playing all month to do this, where it doesn't have an opening of any kind. It just kind of opens on this screen.
Well, any kind of opening that would be cinematic would have more things going on in it than the actual game does.
I guess
Let's be real. Because they're just menus and dialogue boxes.
I think Alme No Marginal did this too, where it was literally just like a picture and that's it.
Yeah,
and it's just
this one's not even really a picture so much.
Yeah,
as
it's just words.
So we're playing something called Carpe Diem.
It means fish death.
It means seize the day.
It means seize the fish.
Yeah, you can seize some fish in this game, as far as I know. I was looking for, seeing if there was any other little things on Steam that were, free that would fit for this, and the reviews for this hinted towards something that I thought was oh, that sounds good. Apparently, according to the internet, it takes 15 minutes to play this game, but we'll see if we can prove them wrong.
We're literally sneaking this right in at the end of the month.
Yep. I told Josh we're going to play this one.
Yeah, Megan made an executive decision.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we're both executives. You could executively decide that I was wrong.
I mean, that is true. But
anyways, we're just going to slip this last one in.
You ready?
Last day before we retire from the Force.
You ready? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Also, I can play this one with a controller, which is weird.
It's nice because you don't have to have the mouse in your hand.
Yeah. I don't know. It feels strange, but it feels good.
Yeah, right. Playing a video game with a controller?
Yeah.
I'm going to assume this is the man.
Yeah. So his name's Zhong, and he goes, "She's late. I've experienced some problems lately, and we weren't able to hang out in a while. I managed to get things working so I could spend time with her. But it's only temporary, and I don't know how long it's going to last."
Hey, Jung. Sorry, did I keep you waiting? By the way, we're not doing funny voices because I think there's literally just a boy and a girl in this game, and that's it.
I also looked into it and found out that there is actually a sequel to this game as well.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. But it costs $5.
Okay. Well, this was free. This is free on Steam.
Free.
You can just go get this
go and get it if you like it.
So my name is I.
Yeah, for about half an hour.
A guy's supposed to say not at all here, you know?
Well, this is an anime?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I wasn't notified about this change in society.
They didn't bother because they know you're not going to follow it anyway.
You know, what the fuck is go fuck yourself with the pine cone? Damn
How?
right.
Josh hates I. So where do you want to go?
She told him that society hates him. I mean, just fucking, that's so mean. Where do you want to go?
So apparently these this is the only one we've done with a choice in it.
It's
these
amazing.
do different things,
choices.
but it's one ending at the end. So you get 3 things you could do, and then they go to wherever the ending is.
Yeah, so that is the only thing that I actually know about this game is no matter what we pick, the scenario will wrap back around and we'll go straight to the ending. Are we only going to do one of these, do you think?
We'll see how long it takes because we don't want to do this. We want this to just be a super quick one and done. And this is free. People can go and play this for themselves and see the other
we said
endings.
that already.
So it's fine.
Where do you want to go then?
If it were me being asked out on a date...
You'd want to go to the arcade. I know
there aren't that many left in America. This will be fun.
Even if they were everywhere, you'd still want to go to an arcade.
Yes,
I know
would.
you well enough.
Yes, I would. And
go there
so
and
would
play
you.
Fighting games.
No, I suck at those.
I know a good arcade place. Want to check it out?
Sure. I've never been to an arcade before, so I'm interested.
Oh God.
Oh wow, sad.
Really? Don't you like games?
I do, but I usually only play at home.
I think you'll like it there.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
As we walk inside the arcade, her eyes are filled with amazement and excitement.
Hey, Jung, look.
She points at a crane game.
Those aren't really what you're looking for in an arcade.
I always loved cute things. I don't know. I used to play crane games.
Oh, yeah. They're a thing that exists there, but you're going there for video games, not for that.
Didn't I've won things out of crane games,
Yeah,
too,
we've both
right?
won things out of crane games.
I'm
It's
terrible
fun.
at them, but I do it sometimes.
I mean, there's nobody good at crane games.
That's not true. I have known people in the past who have been good at crane games.
Well, I want that big spider plushie.
Oh.
She's got good taste.
And she finds spiders extremely cute for some reason.
So do I. At least the jumping spiders are cute. Some other spiders not so much, but jumping spiders are super cute.
I try to reach for a coin in my pocket.
Wait, let me do it. I want to get it on my own.
She pulls out some coins and starts playing.
Paying for her own date.
The plushie has all her attention. Her first try barely touches the thing she wants. What were you even trying to get?
Hush, let me concentrate here.
She manages to grab it, but still no luck.
Ah, it fell.
Yeah, that's how crane games are. They're literally designed to not let you pick things up.
It's incredibly difficult to get them because they're not supposed to be easy.
Well, the idea is that if you hit it from certain angles, it actually is way easier than you'd expect. I talked to somebody, like I said, I used to know somebody who was super good at crane games, and that's basically the only knowledge that they can impart, is basically, if you hit it from certain angles, it doesn't matter. You can totally pick stupid garbage up with a crane claw. And it's like it's literally someone I used to know who would take like $50, walk into a restaurant with a crane game, and walk out with literally every prize in the machine. You
were hanging out with Satan, just letting you know.
I had literally never seen them lose a single crane game.
That's nuts.
It is absolute insanity. It was one of my friend's moms, by the way.
Oh. Why are you friends with a child of Satan?
I don't know. She inserts another coin and tries again. ... And again. ... And again.
This crane is broken.
Of course it's not. Here, let me get it for you. I'm not good at crane games myself. But I've got to show off somehow.
Show off at one of the other games.
Got it! Thank God.
Wow, how did you do that?
Yeah, it's easy. It's just skill.
You just ask your friend's mom to do it.
I prayed to all the gods I know of. Of course I can't say that. It's all in the timing.
What timing? It was a fluke, right?
Of course, I immediately stop when I see her holding out a coin. I'm just going to keep quiet before she asks me to do it again. I hand her the big plushie and she hugs it tight. There's some racing games over there. Want to try it?
Not very fond of those. What? Who doesn't like racing games? I'll just watch you.
Okay. I'll just play a couple of rounds. I'm not a big fan of racing games either.
Weird.
Yeah. I just like their setup in the arcade. I kind of agree with that. I like kart racing games, but actual racing games,
we're talking like Gran Turismo stuff?
Yeah. In arcades, they're great because the setup is interesting. It's got the wheel and the chair. And sometimes you get movement in the chair, and that's great. But if it's just sitting down and playing like an actual racing game with a controller, I'm like,
if it's like Mario Kart, who doesn't like that?
Yeah, Mario Kart's great.
Yeah.
Mario Kart also has arcade versions that do have unique setups, which are kind of cool. In Japan, you can get VR Mario
in America?
Kart. In America, yes, they do exist.
Okay.
Some of the American, well, not just American cabinets, but some of the arcade cabinets for Mario Kart have weird characters like Pac-Man.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Anyways, we're stretching this out
Yeah,
kind of far.
sorry. They're almost completely enclosed and the seat tilts according to the game.
Right.
It feels real. I stands behind me and watches as I play. I means love, right?
Yes.
Yeah. As expected, I lose the first round horribly.
Wow, Jung, are you even trying?
Bystanders don't get to talk. She plays with her plushie as I continue my game.
These are like the only characters so far in Waifu Month that have talked to each other like actual people talk to each other.
Then again, I lost. Just as I thought. This really isn't my thing. If only they had this kind of setup for a completely different game. I chuckles as if to mock me.
I think you'd suck at whatever game it is.
You fucking dick.
I love her.
Is that why you can never win against me?
Oh yeah? Why don't we settle this once and for all?
She points at the fighting game arcades.
Tournament snark.
Fuck off.
I loved playing these when I was a kid, so prepare to get your butt kicked.
I accept your challenge, miss. Finally, a game I can play with her. It's not really a date if I'm the only one having fun, right?
I mean, sometimes it is. Practice game. I don't know the buttons yet. She sounds exactly like me.
I have also not played this in a long time.
This is us, first episode of Skullgirls Tournament, Stark.
We sit across from each other, and her voice is all that I can hear. Spending the first round trying to figure out what every button does. So if they're sitting across from each other, are they playing on arcade cabinets that are... Are they back-to-back?
I don't know.
Do you think? Like, because that description kind of threw me off a little bit.
I don't know.
Usually you set them up in a row, but it is common in specific kinds of arcades to put them back-to-back.
Shouldn't they be on the same cabinet?
No. Oh. Sometimes they'll have an in-house networking system between them.
Oh, just one giant LAN party?
Kind of. It's not
weird.
Quite the same, but it's similar to that.
Is that how Wreck-It Ralph happened?
No,
they went through
they went through the power cords,
because
which
nothing made
no
sense.
sense.
I mean, it's not. It's not supposed to make sense.
So we figure out what the buttons do. After trying some combinations, my character accidentally hits hers.
No fair! Don't hit me yet. Usually it's me hitting him.
Hurry up! I can't wait anymore.
I'll test my moves on him. Just one sec. How do I? Oh, never mind. All right, I got it. Come at me anytime, bro.
The battle begins, and we get so into it that I forget how many rounds we do. But we're more or less evenly matched. I win half the time, and she wins the other half. More importantly, I get to see a side of her I rarely see. ...
Fuck! Why did I do that? All 4 asterisk combinations are always fuck.
Strangely enough, it's the side of her I find the cutest. That's not true, because sometimes there are a
it's
lot of
shit.
Curses with 4 letters in them.
Yeah, well, no, it's an internet rule. If it's 4 stars, it's fuck. Even if it doesn't make sense.
All right.
The buttons are not listening to me.
I only see her like this when I play with her at home. Which only happens once or twice before. Which only happened once or twice before.
Yeah, they've not been dating long, I guess.
Yeah.
Ha! I won. Beat that.
No. I'm just trying to keep my laughter in while I listen to her. We play one round after another.
Hey, no fair, I wasn't ready.
The more she plays, the better she gets.
See? I've beaten you 3 consecutive times already.
Screw this. She laughs and stands up to stretch.
Hey, Jung, let's go grab something to eat.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Going to Sbarro's or whatever?
It's fucking Sbarro's.
If it's the mall, because that's where arcades are.
We go to a small diner near the arcade.
They're going to Denny's.
It's a single building arcade, I think.
That's
is the
weird.
Idea. Yeah, you don't see those very often.
Yeah.
In modern day, anyway.
I'd like to have a Denny's with an arcade next to it.
They used to be very common back in the day, but more often than not, if you find an arcade nowadays, it's typically attached to a mall.
If it exists at all.
If it exists at all.
It isn't a Chuck E. Cheese.
This is true.
Yeah.
If it's a Chuck E. Cheese, it's attached to a diner.
Or the kids section of a casino where you can drop your kids off while you play slots.
Or as adults who are weird about gambling, we walk down there and do garbage.
Yeah, we went to a casino once, put down like $5 into a slot machine, got nothing. We were like, I don't want to not win things. And we went down and got tickets.
Yeah.
And won like a toy duck.
What are you getting? She looks at the menu for a bit.
An order of beef udon and tempura.
Are we living in Japan?
I don't know. Well, it'll explain the arcade.
I guess I'll get a burger. We find
That's
a
Josh.
we
That's
find a
his
table
normal
while
order.
waiting for our order. And the first thing she asks is,
"Where's my food?"
Looks like playing games really tired I out. Patience is a virtue.
Patience won't fill me up.
Complaining won't either. And then our order arrives.
Oh, look, it did.
She chomps down on her food like there's no tomorrow. It did not take a while for her to finish it.
That was a little awkward.
Yeah, that's not a good way to phrase that. You should have said it. It doesn't take long for her to finish it. That's the typical.
I'm
use of
assuming this is a
sentence like
translation.
that. Yeah.
That was poorly delivered. That was good.
Rejuvenated?
Definitely. That took all my energy. What? Okay.
I don't know. Well, at least you had fun.
Yeah, but we need to pick something less active now. Less active than video games. How about the park? What, less? Okay.
I'm cool with that. Less active than video games. Maybe this is where the divergent paths always reconnect.
Maybe.
So the
alternatives... Because they started in a park.
Yeah. Because the alternatives was like, it was a mall, it was an arcade, and it was, what was the last one? A movie?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Some other normal thing.
Point being, situations like that may actually take a ton of energy under certain circumstances, with the exception of arcades, which is literally just sit on your ass and play video games.
I mean, at a park, there's benches at least.
Yeah.
Here we are, back at the first
Here's
screen.
a good spot to sit. Literally where we started.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's a bit chilly despite the sun being directly on top of us. Man, their weather is the same as ours right now.
Yeah, nice weather indeed.
It's so nice outside, and you still like to stay indoors the whole day. Well,
outdoors is nice, but indoors is nicer.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, she giggles a bit.
How have you been?
Same old, same old.
I bet you still only eat instant food, don't you?
More or less.
That's... Okay, so I'm the one who sits around eating instant noodles all day, and Josh is the one who complains when we don't have real dinners. So now, they were us, and then they flipped over. It's
well, I am also
funny.
the one that typically cooks. Not always, but...
We split that.
I'm just saying.
The things I cook are usually pastaroni, though, so I guess you don't have to count that as cooking.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Come on, Jung. What nutrition can adding hot water give you?
It's fine. You're learning how to cook for me anyway.
Wow. Sure, I'll serve you my specialty dish.
A knuckle sandwich. Burnt rice balls?
Yeah, popcorn balls. Every day.
Donuts? Jelly donuts.
And
You're gonna
sandwich.
kill me. We haven't seen each other in so long that I have a lot of things to share and ask. And I don't even know where to start. Are you still living in that torn down apartment?
Yeah, but it's a bit better now that they've renovated a few things. I think my greatest worry about that place is the people, though. Most of them are old people. Okay, she snuck into a retirement apartment complex.
Guess.
They should move us to a safer place, especially if they're living alone.
One good thing about Ai is that she can be talkative. It saves me the trouble of having to try and keep the conversation alive. I just ask a question and she'll manage to talk for hours about it. How about work? How's it been?
Total mess, and probably will continue to be.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Our boss gives us impossible tasks, and most of us are pretty fed up with it. A lot have quit already due to that, and the rest are demotivated. It sounds like every job, honestly.
Yeah.
Then there's Troy, my coworker, who would slack off until the last minute. He's such a troublesome guy. Makes things harder for us. Sometimes he would even ask our other coworkers to do his part.
I listened to her while not noticing how much her expression changed since mentioning that Troy guy.
There's this one time we got the processes all mixed up so bad because of him. Our boss was furious that time. Then Troy, fucking Troy.
She paused mid-sentence and stares at me. What?
Oh, I see.
What is it?
You're jealous, aren't you? It's written all over your face. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
What are you talking about? Anyway, so what did Troy do?
See? The tone of your voice gives it away.
Leave me alone.
Come on, admit it.
I stare at her and wait for her to finish laughing. What happened to the job offer you got from the other company?
Oh, that. I turned it down. I need to be relocated for that job. I don't really want a new settlement and lifestyle for just a little bit of increase in income. It's not worth it.
Did you notice the text box get taller for that last one? That was weird. Just for that one.
That was, yeah, odd. I do like that it fades off into pixel bits at the end.
Yeah,
I
it
like
looks
this
nice.
text font.
It's really interesting.
Nice little novelty
It's
there.
interesting, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's fine. I bet you'll get another job offer soon. Maybe even closer here. Who knows?
Nah. You miss me that much already?
She really enjoys making me admit embarrassing things. Yeah, so I can try your burnt rice balls already. We continue talking and laughing about random things and totally lose track of time. She suddenly stops talking.
I'll be back.
She stands up and walks towards the lady, giving away some kind of flyer. She grabs one and waves it at me as she walks back.
They're having a firework display later. We should see it.
Yeah, I know about that. They do that here every year.
Let's go then, before it gets crowded there.
Don't worry, I know a good spot to watch the fireworks. It's less crowded, too.
It's gonna be the top of a roof, right?
It takes a bit of walking to get there, plus to go up the hill. The sun just sets when we arrive, so it's starting to get dark.
So we're gonna be on the edge of like an anime slope over a river?
It's Lover's Point.
Oh,
where
it is.
It's make-out point.
It's Lover's Leap.
It's Lover's make-out leap point.
Dead Man's Curve.
It's Dead Man's make-out point. Good, it's just us here.
Wow, you're right. This is a good view from Dead Man's Makeout Point.
Right? We sit on the bench and wait for the show. Not long after, dots of light shoot towards the sky, slowly fading and blooming like flowers of different colors. The cheers of the crowd at the foot of the mountain can be heard.
Who cheers for fireworks?
A lot of people, actually. That's very common. Have you ever been a part of a big fireworks display?
Maybe not. I've seen fireworks from like the beach, sitting in the back of a truck.
It's a lot.
Okay. All right.
Pretty much every person there will.
Is this
it's
like
how people
at the
clap at
movies
the end of the
thing?
movies. Yeah. It's like that.
I don't know if I've witnessed that very often, honestly.
It happens a lot more than you'd think.
Yeah, well, you used to work in a theater,
working in
so
a theater, I would know. But yeah, it's literally like people clap at the end of every single movie. And it's like, who are you clapping for? Who do you think is going to hear? It's okay when it's a play because the players can hear you and they enjoy it. But when you're doing it at the end of like a movie, it's like, why?
Yeah. Doing it for the fireworks is especially weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least sometimes with fireworks, the people who set them up might be nearby, so they might hear you clap.
Wouldn't that be a little unsafe if they were firing them that close to the crowd?
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not a
what
fireworks
if
expert.
something tips over? Anyways, my face is filled with happiness.
Yeah, Ai's face is filled with happiness just watching the fireworks. I wish this could last forever, but I'm running out of time. She looks at me with a sad look.
It's time, isn't it?
Almost. Don't worry, it won't be long.
It's fine. You really shouldn't bother hanging out with me.
Don't say that.
After all, I'm just...
Have you heard of the Turing test? It's an evaluation of a machine's ability to exhibit intelligence, whether it can act or speak like a human. But however good a machine becomes, however indistinguishable it is from humans, it'll never be an actual human being. Just like I.
I like how the monitor stand kind of looks like she's got weird legs.
Squat little legs.
Yeah.
So this is a game about playing a date with your waifu in a video game.
Yeah.
It's a video game about a video game.
Yeah.
No matter how good her program is he going to feed her spaghetti?
I hope so.
And no matter how much I deny it myself, she'll never be real. We aren't in the same dimension or reality. She'll continue to dwell inside the artificial world that I created.
So you're dating
you made
your
it
daughter?
yourself?
Ugh.
The program
Oh,
crashed
no!
again.
I'm dead!
As expected, it couldn't go on any longer than that. I really need to come up with a stable fix soon. What am I doing with my life?
This is why I wanted to end Waifu Month with this.
Thanks for reading! I'd like to thank everyone who supported the first visual novel project of mine. I hope to see you again on my next project. Easy. I is literally AI, and I caught that from the very start.
And I was just like, do you want the spoilers? Or you just asking for the spoilers? He was like, no, we'll just do the thing.
Yeah, we'll just
also,
do the
Carpe Diem, and it just turns into I.
Yeah, but her name is I also, and it's like, the moment I saw that her name was I was like, she's an AI. There's no
It's
there's
literally
no other
a
answer,
waifu game about a waifu game.
Everybody always names their AI I.
Yeah.
It's so generic.
Yeah. So anyways, I just thought I would
Yeah,
wrap
it was
this
good,
up as
though.
a
That wasn't
nice,
bad.
tidy little bow to just end Waifu Month with a waifu game.
Yeah.
About a waifu game.
Yeah.
This was still, honestly, like, was this
It was a good game, actually.
Was
I
this
like
written
this.
originally in English, do you think?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we didn't really check into it, but
If the writer's name was AZ and it's spelled EYZI, I have to assume that's an English game.
It could be a European name or something. I don't know.
It could be. But that has potential. You're
it
correct.
felt like it wasn't translated from a language that was really, really different from English, because all of the dialogue, well, there were a few things that seemed a little typo-y, but it felt like these were talking like people.
If you're writing, like, let's say, for argument's sake, because I don't know how long this game was, I wasn't paying attention. If you're writing and it's like 300 lines of dialogue, sometimes you're going to fuck up a line. It happens a lot.
But it doesn't sound
it's
like
better if you have an editor, but...
It just doesn't sound like they were trying to translate things that would have had honorifics or weird cultural references that we wouldn't get. It just kind of sounds like they're talking like people to us.
It's pretty sad, though, and you know why an ending like that exists? Is so you can start the game over and play a different storyline, because the ending's always the same, which means the ending is always, oh no, she crashed, now I have to do it again.
Yeah, that's kind of clever.
Because I don't have a stable fix, so I just need to keep experiencing the same thing over and over.
I don't think we need to do the others.
No,
I think the arcade was the best option
that was,
for us.
that was honestly, that was pretty cool.
Considering that it sounded a lot like us playing video games.
Are you implying you're not real?
I mean... You do all the editing for these. There's no way to prove that you're not splicing together a second track of yourself with a voice changer.
Okay. Final thoughts.
I hope you guys liked Waifu Month.
Yeah, I hope you like Waifu Month too.
We're going to conclude with just sort of a roundup of all of the things we've done, but this is the final waifu.
We don't know when that's going to happen.
Probably soon.
If it's not today, maybe it'll be tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, it might take us a little bit. I don't know.
And if it doesn't happen, assume that I crashed again.
Yeah. Yeah, and I had to start over.
Yeah, just scrap the whole YouTube channel. You named this one Megan Mark II, and you got to give it a new nickname.
Fucking...
It was really hard.
LP Stein.
It was really hard to train the neural network to draw like I do.
Yeah. Oh, well, whatever. I thought this was clever.
Yeah.
This is a very nice little game. I hope whoever played it has made money, or whoever made it has made money off of it.
Yeah, because like you said, there's a second one, and it's a game
like
you have to pay
$5 a piece.
for.
Yeah, and it looked like that one, according to the Steam information, picks up from where this one leaves off.
So maybe it's about restarting the program and fixing it?
Well, maybe it's about fixing the program.
Yeah.
Because the restarting the programming is just hitting new game on this.
Yeah.
So it would be maybe he has a stable fix and then goes in.
Maybe it interacts with his real world life, and someone else interacts with I in some way because they come into his
potentially.
room. There's a lot of things you can do with it. It's kind of a cool idea.
The page also made note of the fact that I think it's like 2,000 lines of dialogue instead of whatever this was, which was not very long at all.
Yeah, 2,000 is still less long than some of the other ones when I was searching for things like this.
Unless this one was 2,000 and I'm getting those mixed up.
I don't know.
I don't actually know.
I didn't check.
But it looked like it also had multiple storyline directions that you could go. And maybe there were multiple endings, but you guys are going to have to look that up on your own. I don't know.
Yeah, go take a look at this game and then go see the sequel.
I think this game also had DLC, which is weird.
If I'm remembering right and not thinking of a different thing I saw, it's got like a soundtrack you could buy for $1.
Is it just... Yeah, maybe that's all that it
Although
was
I don't recall there being a change in music at any point.
I don't know.
I don't know. We were talking over it.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess we're done.
Yeah, take your girlfriend out to the arcade and then to Denny's.
And then feed her spaghetti.
At Denny's, I guess.
At Denny's spaghetti. It's made of pancakes spaghetti, right? And I don't know.
Yeah. Spaghetti pancakes? Okay.
Yeah, just cut real thin pancakes and then like make meatballs out of bacon and syrup.
Okay, breakfast pancakes is a thing now.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Happy
Waifu
February.
Month.